The next one is PandaDoc. PandaDoc is a document, and you can send in your codes. You can send in. It's even those. I mean, it does your code, it's a quotation, proposals, code, contracts, e-signature. This is currently what you need now. If you're sending a, because back in the days, you can actually meet your people, meet your clients, and then get them to sign the document before you proceed the job, right? Nowadays, you can see by using PandaDoc. There's a free version, which is for now they're offering until um, there's a free version currently offering until July 30th. So you got a month to try this out. If it works, then you can actually like subscribe for it, right? You can also collect payment. Yes, you can actually like sync into your PayPal or Stripe or whatever account that you use. This is done 100% online. So this is what I use personally, and it helps me like those like recurring payments and all. If any of you are giving a service, providing a service that have a recurring monthly income, you can use this software, right? Yeah, there is also tutorial. You see, all these softwares are good. There's a 14-day trial for you. You can try it out. But with the COVID and everything, I think they have extended it to month end, right? The next one will be okay. If you guys, how many of you here having a online channels? That means you have Facebook. Uh, it's more like what are your social media channels? You have like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. How many of you all are currently active in more than 3 platforms? If you can put in the chat, it will be great. Anyone is managing more than 2 platforms? Yes, 3. Okay. All right. So the next tool I'm gonna show you guys is this will be a free version for three different social channels. HootSuite. All right, HootSuite is something that you can actually leverage on to manage your social media posting. You can actually schedule it for um, up to a month or more. Okay, because here you can actually do all your planning. For the free version, they will give you up to three different platforms. But with the COVID-19, so with the current scenario now, they are offering. Let me see. They are offering. Okay, basically here, I mean, what you can do is, yeah, they're offering a 90 days free trial. Yeah, that's right. I just want to check my fact whether it's the right one, right? So Hootsuite is offering, oh, sorry, free pro version until July 1st, 2020, all right? And you also have additional access to their library of social media courses and other essential tools, right? This is something that you can actually look into, get good at it, and you have about a month to actually go in and actually practice using this tool. It's a very good tool, guys, because you can actually okay, let's say you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, and also Instagram. You can actually like schedule you can, so what you can do is normally like in our agency, we will schedule it for our clients for 1 month. and then we send it to them for approval. Once they approve, then it's on autopilot. The days come, all the posting will just go online. So it pretty much it frees up a lot of your time, where you can do actually spend time on actually expanding your business. Because if you're spending time posting on social site, these are we considered is not an income generating, income producing activities. So it will basically minimize your productivity. By using tools is to enhance your productivity. So users for the free version, they give you three platform. But now with the COVID-19 season, they're giving you free pro access for 90 days, right? Oh, sorry, until July 1st, right? That is that our thought two. Right, the next one will be, wait, the next tool is Wave. It's a financial software, and what it does is this is for your billings and everything. An accounting software, you create this is where you create a lot of your, let me just share this, right? Wave, right? What it is an accounting software. You can actually do a monthly invoicing for clients, right? It's similar to PandaDoc, but PandaDoc, they have the functionality of creating proposals and also um, the rest. There's a PandaDoc is the whole set of other services, whereas Wave is more on professional invoices, accounting purposes. So it gives you can pretty much get your invoicing done, everything online. You don't have to worry about what you call it anymore on paper trails, right? Minimize paper trails. Everything you're going to digital. The free version is good enough if you're running a small business, but you can, if you want to go pro version, because for me, until now, I'm still using the free version, which is it's more than sufficient. Unless you're doing a multi-million dollar turnover a month, then you might consider the pro version, right? So these are the tools that what you can do is actually, before you actually start like these kind of tools, right? It is good that because most of the thing that I've shown here is good that you try out. How you can try it is mark your calendars on the day that you sign up for the free service, because some of the tools, okay, here I'm covering actually all the free tools, so you don't need to worry about it's at the time factor. If you're using that free version with a date, meaning like for instance, um, what do you call that? The HootSuite, they're giving you until July 1st, the free version, free pro version. So that one you have to mark the date when you signed up, and then later if you have more than three, if you're using let's say 5 social accounts, then you will be limited to only three come 1st July, right? So what you can do is mark your calendars the day you sign up, and then you set an appointment the day or two before the thing expires, because it will sometimes like automatically switch to the paid version. Make sure when you're signing up for these services, right? If you put in your credit card especially, then you really have to mark your calendars. If you're trying all those free versions, then you don't have to do that. Okay. The next one will be GMB, Google My Business. Okay, how many of you here um, use Google My Business? Okay, the next two will be Google My Business. Hang on, yeah. I don't need to say it. Okay, for those of you, because the last time when I was online, there were a lot of people asking me, is there any way that if I don't have a website, what can I do, right? Um, what you can do is you can actually set up a Google My Business. You can set this thing up, Google My Business, where you can actually engage with your customer. All right. Google My Business is something like this. Let me show you. Um, okay. Do you all notice what's happening? You see, like nowadays, when even though there's a lot of sites online, but Google will show Google My Business listing first. These are Google My Business listing. So it's actually a free service by Google. You can actually register it for free, right? And you can actually set up your listing if you know how to um, yeah, if you optimize it properly. You can pretty much come out on the first page of Google. This is one tool that is very effective for you to get your brand name out there. See, like this dentist, right? Yeah. You see, like here in Google My Business, you can also they also give you the functionality of creating a website in Google My Business. So if you don't have a website, these are for all those business owners or those who want to start um, setting up your own business, but you don't have the budget to do a website. At least start here first, right? Because normally I don't encourage people to use this platform because these are free platform. They can shut you down anytime. But for now, the best way, the best option of like instead of going to social, because social, you are actually like it's a like if you are having a Facebook page, people will not find you when they go to Google to look for uh, a product or a solution. They will not find you on Facebook. Whereas when you set up this one, when you set up this, what is the Google My Business listing, when someone search and you are listed, Google will show you your listing in for their search term. You get what I mean? Right. So make use of this. It's as simple as like you're setting up a Facebook account. It's that simple, right? So make sure you put in all your pictures. You put in all your pictures, right? Load up all your pictures where however you want to be, inside, outside. The more pictures, and make sure you tag your pictures. Yeah, tag your picture means because I mean like Google, they do not know, they can't read pictures. They only read text. So that's why uh, you need to tag all your pictures, right? For Google to understand what it's all about. So the more information you put in there, the better for Google to verify that's your business, right? Okay. Well, another tip is after when you're registered, make sure you verify the business, right? Google will send you a postcard to your address. So if you don't have a physical, let's say a physical office or a physical location for your business, then put your home address, but you can actually hide the address from the customers, because some customers, I mean, like for me, I'm a consultant. I don't have people coming in because I run my business from home. I don't have customers coming into my home. So what I do is I hide the address and then I put it as service area coverage. That means if I'm covering, let's say, for instance, right up to KL, then I can put in the radius, because Google allows that to happen. So when customer click into to your um, to your listing, they will not see the address. They only see your phone number and whatnot. And I think so. This is a good tool. Make sure you guys register after this. Make if you don't have this this this, we call it the Web 2.0. If you don't have this, it's a register one, and this will help you a lot for current, actually you said bringing your brand out there, right? Okay, GMB is done. Next thing, for those of you who have for those of you who has a product to sell, right? There's a lot of Shopify is offering a 90-day plan free. It used to be only 14 days. It's only like 14 days trial. But now with the COVID pandemic and so forth, they are offering you a 90-day free trial, no credit card required. So this is actually a best time for you to actually try out whether your products feasible to sell online or not, right? Because you see, like the features now, they give you the pro feature up to, normally we pay 299, but you're getting it for free and you can try it out for 3 months. Why this platform is good is because you don't have to spend money on the payment gateway, because Malaysian payment gateway are pretty expensive. This one you can actually just hook up to your PayPal or your Stripe account, right? Use these guys. So whatever I'm presenting you, if you have products or services, you can pretty much try any of these tools, right? Yeah. So after, yeah, they have the whole works, because it's okay. How easy for you to start a thing on Shopify is basically it's just like a drag and drop platform. Everything can be done. You can pretty much, if you are a web designer or someone who has used a digital creating websites, you can create a store in probably just 20 minutes. That's how easy to use this platform, right? The next one will be, okay, Facebook. Okay. Hmm. Facebook shop. Do you all know that Facebook got a new feature? They give you a Facebook shop. It's a new feature for Facebook. You can actually like trade. You can actually sell from Facebook itself. You don't have to go anywhere else. All right. This is actually much more simpler than Shopify. So I've not really dwelt about into this. This, I think they just launched this, I think about a week ago or so, right? Try this. Yeah, you can play around with it. This is another functionality that you can actually reach out to all your Facebook followers, right? Create a page and then convert it into a shop. Then you can pretty much, put, load up all the catalogs. The previously there were you can use your page to actually um, it's like a, I don't know how it works previously. Previously, because I'm not into Facebook, I don't use Facebook for a lot of things, except for marketing, right? Simply because currently Facebook is the cheapest method of paid marketing effort. If you're doing paid marketing, use Facebook. But this shop functionality just came in, I think, about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, have a go with it, right? I mean, like I was saying earlier in the beginning, a lot of these companies, they are helping small businesses or online entrepreneurs or any entrepreneurs affected by this current situation to actually they are giving out a lifeline. Try to get your customers, because more and more people with the current pandemic effect, 99% of almost every user of a mobile phone do a search online. So that is why, guys, again, go back to this one, Google My Business, set it up free, because when people search on Google, like I did a search here, it goes back. It goes back to Google. Everything's end and start with Google, right? Because when you go on Facebook, you don't go and look for things. But when you want, let's say, solution, let's say my car breakdown, I want a car battery. Okay, you see, these guys are all paying. These are all the paid ads, and these are the free listings. So if a business is not here, then something is going wrong. As an entrepreneur, or as a moving forward, you guys need to have your business listed here, right? So how do you get your, okay, make sure when you, again, I got to retract back here, because this is very important, guys, and it's free, right? So you see, when you have a lot of reviews, right? Get your previous customers, you need to leave a review. You tell them, okay, guys, I just set up my Google My Business page. Could you all just leave a review for me, right? How you get your review? How you get your review to Google, to Facebook is basically, yeah. Since we are on in this topic now, right? Oh, shit. I can't recall that software that you can actually just give them the link and then it will come back to you. And if it comes to my mind, then I'll post it down here, right? But make use of these tools, guys, because whatever you do, because okay, once you have created, again, why I'm putting a lot of emphasis here. Here, just like in LinkedIn, or if you want to create a blog, right? You can now create a blogs and articles in Google My Business as well. So pretty much you can do a lot of things here. So whenever you're spending time, you're going to spend time creating content, creating blogs, creating videos. Make sure they are posted also here. And Google was, the more active you are, the higher you will rank in these ranking factors. You see, the most important thing when people pay for SEO, right? They want to be ranked here after all the paid ads. So this is actually something like a free ranking factor. So the more active you are and more relevant to the, make sure your search term or your so-called your keyword is relevant to your industry, right? And you're creating content that is relevant to your industry specific. Right. Okay. Back to Facebook. All right. We have up to Facebook. Any questions, guys, so far? Is there any questions so far? Let me just check. No questions. All right. You guys got any question, you can put it in the chat, or you can put it in the Q&A as well. What is function? Okay, function. Okay. Um. Okay. What is bright spark? Yeah, it's not bright spark. It's, hang on. Bright spark is actually a. They are actually a. They do a lot of services for you guys. one of the tools they have is to actually, let's say if you want to give your Google My Business link via WhatsApp, right? You can actually just copy paste that that code and paste it on your WhatsApp. So instead of your customer trying to find your Google My Business link, it will actually direct them straight to your Google My Business page. So that's the functionality of BrightSpark tools. Do you have any Telegram or WhatsApp group to discuss or follow up in the future? Um, yeah, something to consider. Yeah, we'll pass that to admin. Probably they have currently a um, WhatsApp group for anything digital. Yeah, that pretty much will help you guys. If they are, we have a WhatsApp group for anything related to digital marketing. Yeah, we have a group, so you guys can actually subscribe to it. Probably I'll get the admin to put in the link for you guys to be on that chat. Okay, no further questions. Right. Next one will be okay. Since we all are going online so often, how do you actually keep up with all those password and all? What kind of software do you all use at the moment? You know, you guys can actually use a software to monitor all your password, right? All right. This is to monitor all your password. I mean to track all your password. Use this tool. It's free. You don't have to upgrade it to for premium, but pretty much the free one is good enough. Just register and then pretty much it will create a password every time you log into this is a um, one of the best tools that I've been using for the last many years for all my password thingy. So if you can pretty much put it in three different for the free version, you can have in three different devices. So use this to manage all your password because if anything goes wrong, if anything goes wrong or you get hacked or because sometimes when you have too many passwords, you can't remember which for which. So this is another tool that you can actually use to actually save time trying to figure out what password am I using for what, right? Yeah, so use it, guys. It's a very good tool, and yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we are good on timing. Yeah, so pretty much this is our second last tool, Igloo. Sorry, the last one will be Igloo. So last one is basically to manage all your password and yeah, if you have because nowadays when you're going online, there's a lot of password to remember. So use this tool to manage all your password in one place. Save a lot of time, save a lot of your headaches in future. Last but not least, okay, last but not least is digital igloo, right? This is for remotely working and with your team. You can actually like pretty much you can like designate job. You can follow up because everything that's coming up, they give you like a dashboard. So everything you can pretty much communicate with your team. Who is handling what projects? What are how is the progress going on, right? This is a very good tool Is yeah. Okay, you can actually collaborate with all your staff or those working from home kind of thing. Yeah, this is the tool that for you guys to use it. All right, guys. Right. So we have 10 minutes left. Well, pretty much that's the top 12 tools that I'm using. This is basically for me because you see I have team across the world. Actually, I have team in US, I have team in Philippines, I have team in Bangladesh, India. So basically, this is what I use to actually communicate with them. Because whatever job that we have, I'll put it here, and then from there they can actually just tell me where are they at, so I don't have to chase after them every time. If there's a progress in the if I want to look at what kind of progress my guys are doing for this project, I just look at this business dashboard. I don't have to call them individually. Let's save a lot of time, right? All these tools actually save you a lot of time and effort. You pretty much don't have to have so many things in all over the place. This one you can put all your guys in one place, right? So try it out, right? Try it out. Don't be too shy to use all these kind of tools, right? So yeah, pretty much that's about it. If you want more tools and more in-depth tools, I've created an article on LinkedIn. That's about 50 over SAS tools and services offered free, and also the paid ones that are currently offering free. You can check it out in my LinkedIn page, right? That I've listed everything there, so you can pretty much yep, check it from there. All right, so shall we go for Q&A? If you guys got any question, whatnot, on whatever tools that I shared, feel free to put in your question in the chat, right? Because we are, yeah, pretty much. How many of you find this information useful? You can raise your hand. Raise your hand, guys, if you find this information useful. How many of you are going to use this? Give me a raise of hand too. Nice, nice. All right. Any questions so far? Facebook page or website is better to reach the information customer. All right, I've got an anonymous attendee. Why anonymous? Nowadays, all right, anyways. Okay, Facebook page or website, which is better to reach the information to customer? All right. Facebook, if you have a following, then if you do a Facebook Live, your reach is there. But if you're gonna do on, let's say, an article or somewhere along that line, because you see, like Facebook is a social site. People don't go to Facebook to look for products or services. They go to Google. So Google is actually intentional. They want if you want a solution to your problem, you want to answer to a question. That's where you go to Google. So that's why it always makes sense to put, even though if you're advertising or even you're going on a free route, go on Google first, right? Because those are your search queries where you get answered first on Google. So the best, to answer your question will be, which is better reach for information to customer? Of course, it's Google if you're going on the free version, because free version now you can use the Google My Business platform. You can use that platform to actually reach out to your customers or your target audience. Run a quick run on the tools, please. Okay, the first one is Google Trends, right? Okay, let's answer this. First one is Google Trends, then is BuzzSumo. Third one will be PandaDoc. Fourth one is Wave. Fifth one is Google My Business. Then we have, did I cover HootSuite? Then we have Shopify. We have Facebook Shop, Igloo, and LastPass. Oh yeah, it's 10, yeah. How come I got it 12? All right. All right. If you okay, yeah, it's actually 12. I covered, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, guys. Okay, for the rest, for the balance, because we're running short of time, go to my LinkedIn page. You have 50 plus other tools and tools that I've listed down there. Yeah, you can have the whole. Even the links are also there. Yep. Let me just share this. Hang on, guys. Um, so like I joined a bit late. Apologies. If there's any tips on using Facebook ads, today we're covering the tools that we are using for. I mean the tools that we're gonna use. So pretty much, yeah, you can for Facebook ads. If let me see if I have any other question. Okay, I'll come back to your question later if I have the time on tips on using Facebook ads. Right, I'll come back to you later, Kalai. Sorry, I'm not sure to change the name. What name are you talking about here, Kalai? Oh, my LinkedIn ID. Yeah, I'll drop it down the chat later for my LinkedIn ID. Any other question, guys? Okay, you managed to find good, good, awesome. All right. For more tools and information, I've listed down more than 50 plus tools on LinkedIn in my page. I mean, in my profile. Go there and get most of the balance of the balance of the tools there, guys. Right. Hmm. Any other questions before we wrap up for the day? All right. All right. The question about tips on using Facebook ads. Um, if you can, give me some more information on what kind of tips do you want for your Facebook ads, Nila, that will be good because it's such a general question. If you can narrow it down, that will be even better, right? Because like Facebook, yeah, for if you're going for, I mean, if you're going on a paid version, right, it's good that you try out on Facebook, right? Because Facebook is currently the cheapest source of ad platform. You can try in Google. It's a Google My Business. I mean, sorry, for Google PPC. Okay, you'll be surprised. Sometimes your target market. I mean, your ad will convert well on Google PPC. Reason why? Because you see, when I'm looking for a solution, I don't go to Facebook. I go to Google. I Google my problem. I mean, if I want a, for instance, car battery, or I want, for now, let's say I want food delivery and I want chicken rice. So when I go to Google, I put in chicken rice near me. If you are advertising on Google, basically Google will show you, okay, these are the places available near you. You get what I mean? Because like Facebook, people normally don't go to Facebook to look for things. It's more of a social site, but it's a good platform. If you're doing your ad well, if you know your target audience and you have like Facebook is good for those in a consideration stage. That means they know your brand. They are trying to consider whether is are they going to go with you or with your competitor. So if you're building your brand or building your so-called your you're going after a target audience, you're building your rapport, building your brand, social side will be good. Right. Any other questions? All right. All right, guys. So pretty much, there's no other question. Right. Take on tools. Sanjeev, yeah, Sanjeev. Like I said, you're right. There's only 10 tools that I've actually covered because I'm going on the free version, right? The rest of the tools you can find it in my LinkedIn profile page. Okay, pretty much every question is answered. Okay, one more is how to advertise with Google. Okay, Google. Okay, you go when you're going to Google, go to Google Ads. It's the same like okay. If you're first time on Google, there's a lot of video on YouTube. It's how to advertise on Google Ads. Used to be Google have changed their name. Used to be it's a Google AdWords. Now it's a Google Ads. So what you can do is go to Google Ads and then create an account, and then from there it'll take you step by step how to actually advertise on Google, right? Buzzsumo is good for tracking industry. Okay, another question from Leon. Buzzsumo good for tracking industry like anything beyond either industry or services. You just put in the keyword related and see what kind of topic comes out. Right. What kind of services are you in, Leon? Okay, from Vijaya Kumar. How to identify all tools in Google is secure or not? Any application to check before we use? All right. Okay, because you see all these tools, most of them are actually paid tools. All these tool creators, they have spent a lot of time and effort. They build a lot of firewalls around the tools, so it's pretty safe, right? You can actually, yeah, I don't have any tools that you can actually check before use, but you can always look at the reviews, right? Like any other thing that you use, always check the reviews, the pros and cons. Again, go back to Google, check the reviews of the tools, and then from there, if you're confident, then you can actually go for it. Okay, we are in the ISO industry. Yeah, yeah, pretty much you can check. Okay, because you see like ISO consultants, ISO services in Malaysia. Not on Basumo, but you can actually go to like Google Trend and see what other people looking at. Because like for instance, ISO is very wide topic. There is a lot of consultants offering ISO and also a lot of other different services. Go to Google, listen Google Trends and see what are the services currently people are looking at. Because like ISO they have 9001 and different range, right? So put in there, and also when you look at, you see like Basumo actually is more of a content creation. If you're going to create content, what kind of content is going to be more receptive to your target audience? That means you look at, for instance, like ISO 9000 related if you're going to create a content based on ISO 9001, let's say one, just go to Basumo and put in ISO 9001, see what kind of content comes out and see what are the response like. I mean, that content are getting, if you see a similar content that you can talk about that is that's getting a lot of traction, then you can actually like model after that content. You get what I mean? Yeah. So that's how you use those tools. Um, all tools now need it. Um, okay, Vijaya, what kind of tools are you talking about, Vijaya? Is those tools that I mentioned, or you have a specific tool that industry related to your industry? Okay, there's another question from Anu Ramaya. I'm dealing with machinery and spare part. Which platform is right for me to promote my products? Okay, for affordability, you can go on Facebook, but really target, if you want, let's say, search intent based audience, you can go to Google, because like machinery and all, people more because it's more of a um, very niche related subject matters. Because if I'm a missionary guy, I can do my branding and also awareness on Facebook. But for, let's say, solution like spare parts, where can I get, like for instance, if I'm a user of a service, some type of machinery, where do I go? Always put yourself in your customer's shoe. Ask yourself, where is the customers is getting their answers from? Are they getting it from Facebook, or are they going to get it from Google? So if your answer is Google, then obviously go do a lot of ad on Google, right? Yep, I hope that answered your question. Because like Facebook, you can use to actually create awareness. Because you see, like in Facebook, you can actually like create a targeted audience. You can select your audience. You can target them based on your on their, let's say, their hobbies, their interests. You can target based on what they like. So you can target those, like for instance, if you're using heavy machinery, you can target pages like heavy machinery pages that are authority, that are leading in that industry, right? So make sure when you're targeting them, have this target audience in your pixel as well. Okay, any tools? Yeah, yeah. So Vidya Kumar, yeah, any tools? Not okay. All tools, like I said, if you want to be certain that the tools are whether it's safe to use, always go and review the tools, right? Of course, where everything online can be hacked, but then they have when people like all these tools that I recommended to you guys. I've been using it personally for the last 5 years now, so it's pretty safe. I don't have anyone hacking through their tools. Cross my finger, right? Yeah, unless it's like certain if it's a brand new tool, then you got all the times to be weary. But then if it's a seasoned tool, then you don't have that much of a worrisome thing. Okay. Uh, how to advertise? Oh, okay. Try the paid version on FB working. Okay, okay, there's another question from Mila. Try the paid version on FB, wondering if there's any tips in reaching the right target market. Not today. Okay. how much is okay? That's another question from George. How much is will it cost for a property posting in Google? All right, Google. Okay, all these platform like Google, Facebook, and all, they are is an um, auction-based algorithm. That means they look at the number of people who are going to advertise for that time of period. Let's say you see like now is for now the cost of advertisement is at the lowest because a lot of companies have put in their handbrakes to actually advertise or going for the paid advertisement. That's why we find it a lot much cheaper now to actually advertise on Google and also on Facebook. Yeah, I mean they use an auction-based algorithm, so that means if there's a lot of competitor for that specific niche, it'll be very expensive. But if there's no one, then it'll be very cheap. You'll be surprised actually. The cost, you see, like when you are actually when you're doing advertisement, right? It's always you're looking at collecting leads with or so-called what is your you got to look at your lead cost per lead, cost to acquire a lead. If you know your cost to acquire a lead and also in terms of a customer, then pretty much you will know your budget, how much can you will spend. I'll probably will have a separate session on how to actually do your marketing online. Probably we can have a session in the near future if you guys because most of the questions are coming in relation to marketing online. Yeah, probably we will have that session later. Yeah. Yeah, I mean to answer your question will be like yeah, it's because it's algorithm based and then it's depending seasonal. So if there's a lot of advertisers during your time that you want to advertise, the cost will be high. Otherwise, it will be pretty much low. All right, thanks guys for all the question. Yeah, I think I have another. Probably I'll take another 5 more questions if you guys have. All right. Yeah, I think I have one more question. If there's none, then we'll end it. All right. All right. All right, guys. I thank you all so much. Thanks for your time. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the questions. Appreciate your time coming online with me. For those who are celebrating Hari Raya, wish you guys Selamat Hari Raya, Aidilfitri. And for the rest of you entrepreneurs out there, make sure remember, guys, there's two things always. Yeah, you don't quit. As long as you don't stop, you don't quit, you will not fail. You only fail when you quit, right? So with that, hope these tools will actually like accelerate your business to the next level. Um, yeah, with that, I'll say bye and have a good day. Bye, everyone.